Getty, Twitter at John Curtice on advertising and reinvented by Teats. Advertising and reinvented by Teats. A study revealed that 57% point to the bitter bloc for the current state of negotiations. Political scientist John Curtice for the National Center for Social Research, NatCen, has revealed that both Remain and Leave voters are displeased with the current state of negotiations, and we know this because the reasons for discontent are detailed. Mr. Curtice said, "It might be thought the increased pessimism is primarily the result of Remain voters becoming increasingly disenchanted with the Brexit process. If so, then there would be no reason to anticipate that the increased pessimism might have changed the balance of opinion on what kind of Brexit the UK should be seeking. However, this is not what has happened." Related articles revealed, Spain's latest Gibraltar land grab being encouraged by EU. You won't discuss the positives. Tory MP slams Newsnight Brexit view. Rather, pessimism has become much more widespread amongst those who voted Leave. The poll shows that 52% of Britons believe the UK will get a bad deal when it leaves the EU in March 2019, this is up from 37% when the research was last carried out in February. The study revealed that 57% point to the bitter bloc for the current state of negotiations. The UK government has been blamed by 60% of Britons for a bad handling of talks with the EU, this is up 20% from February. A mere 20% of pollers feel negotiations are being dealt with well. This is down from 40%. The biggest plunge in numbers comes from the now 28% of people that think the UK will get a good deal. This has significantly fallen from the 51% that was last reported. The survey asked Brexit questions to 2,200 people between July and October. The results were published today. The timely findings come during the midpoint of negotiations between the UK and EU. It appears that Theresa May could face renewed pressure from her own cabinet during a critical time with the EU after new reports claim that both Boris Johnson and Michael Gove are spearheading a rebellion against her. The Brexit architects expressed genuine fear that the Prime Minister was seeking regulatory alignment between the UK and Brussels after Britain leaves. Fear of a soft Brexit plot to keep the UK shackled to Brussels emerged after details of the proposed future of Ireland's border were leaked, prompting a furious DUP into torpedoing the deal. Getty. The survey asked Brexit questions to 2,200 people between July and October. A cabinet source told The Telegraph, "It seems that either Northern Ireland is splitting from the rest of the UK or we are headed for high alignment with the EU, which certainly hasn't been agreed by Cabinet." The Prime Minister is playing a risky game. DUP leader Arlene Foster called Mrs May while she was preparing for a victorious speech alongside EU Commission President Jean-Claude Juncker to announce an agreement had been made to move on to trade talks. Getty. A mere 20% of pollers feel negotiations are being dealt with well. Instead, the Prime Minister was launched into crisis talks with the DUP, saying it will take days to change the wording to something they can support. A statement by David Davis, which was designed to calm the situation, was seen by Leavers as a hint at a soft Brexit. The Brexit Secretary said any alignment between Dublin and Belfast would apply to the rest of the UK, which was seen an implication of a future under EU rule. Related articles. Walkaway IDS tells the EU to back off. Brexiteers demand Remoaners respect will of the people in demo political nonsense. Germany's fury over Brexit.